So our Wednesday morning practice is normally a core practice, 20-minute core. This morning, summer solstice, first day of summer, the longest day of sunlight in the year, and International Yoga Day. So today, I'd kind of like us, if we could, bring the big toes together, let the knees go wide, and let's just find a little child's pose. Why? Because in this child's pose, the heart is close to the earth, the third eye is resting on the earth, and we're inward. There's no sunlight yet to begin our 108. So find your space, light your candle, start your music, create your yoga space. And with the knees wide, just feel into the breath. And what's important here is, as you feel into the breath, let the breath feel into the body. Let it touch all those little areas that might be a little tight, might be a little sticky. Maybe begin to roll through the shoulders. We're going to warm up a little bit before we begin. I'm going to keep the count for you, so you don't have to worry. And if I go faster than you with my breath and my movement, again, it's no worries. You're with us. You're with this whole worldwide group right now on the United Nations lawn right now in East Europe here. This is the day we all come together. This is the prayer we have for our world, ourselves, our family, our community, our nations. One day to come together, and can we just lay it down on the mat, lay it down. And whatever the intention that maybe you burned in your little candle fire to get rid of, to release, to no longer carry, bring it to mind. When I release what I need to release, I create space. So what am I letting go of to create more space for the next half of the year? And as I create the space, I draw in the breath. And as I draw in the breath, I bring in the prana, the life energy. And I let it fill every part that I can. And then I release what's not mine to carry anymore. I release it all to the mat, to this practice, to Mother Earth. Take 5 nice rounds of breath here. Big breath in and slow breath out. Fill the back of the lungs, back of the ribs. Exhale slowly. Hips sink back towards the heels. The chest lowers, the heart comes down, the forehead comes down. And then I pull it back up again like a half lift and then release. So just maybe a little bit of a flow here. Bring the chest up and forward and back down. Feel into the body. Release what we want to release and get ready to fill up with what we want to receive. 3 breaths. Big inhale. Let the breath go. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, press into the palms to lift the torso up, and then bring yourself to a seat. So maybe that seat is up on a block or a bolster. Cross-legged, legs can go wide, legs can go long. Close down the eyes. And just settle The hands on the thighs, shoulder tips back so that the heart is shining forward. Tall, straight, erect spine, right? And in my beautiful book, I love her, Melody Beatty, today, and I sent it to you, June 21st. You're right where you need to be. Now close down your eyes and breathe here. You're right where you need to be on your path, guided in just the right place for you today. Many times on my journey, I stopped short, convinced I would never find the place I was trying to find, only to discover that it was right in front of me all the time. I had gone there instinctively, gone right where I needed to go, right where I knew I was heading. There is a part of us that knows where we need to be, understands where we really want to go. There's a place in us that has a map. And even if our eyes and our conscious mind can't see it, can't figure it out, or aren't certain, believe me, it's there. If you're spinning in circles, feeling lost and confused, trying to figure out where you need to be, and not at all certain where you're going, stop. Breathe deeply. Look around. You're right where you need to be. You've been there all along. Take a full deep breath in. And on your exhale, just like again, the sand coming from the timer, just let everything sink to the sit bones, shoulders soft. We'll begin our sun salutations, 20 quarters. So on your inhale, take the arms out and find your prayer overhead. Maybe the gaze goes to the prayer and you draw it into the heart. That's one. If you can do 108, you're right there with everybody in the world here. Inhale, reach the arms out, reach the arms up. Whatever that intention to let go, draw it into the heart. With the breath, let it go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. I'm leading the fifth one. We'll take 15 more, your breath, your body, hopefully your music and your candlelight. Take your time, inhaling to reach the gaze, the prayer overhead, and draw it into the heart and on your own. Make it expansive. Maybe ujjayi breath, constricting it in the throat so that the mind can just trace it through the body. Find whatever you have left. I think I have 3. So as my arms reach out, I gather it all in. The sun's radiance, my intention to the heart space. Join me, 2 more. Finishing up. Thumbs press into the sternum. Finger pads press into each other. We think of this as a sign of prayer, but it's not. It's uniting the right side, the left side, the yang, the yin, our masculine, our feminine. Press into your hands. Settle the shoulders. Close the eyes. I release everything that is not mine to carry. I let it go so that I can create space in this practice, in this season of summer, to bring in everything new, refreshing, and ready for me. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Come on to hands and knees just as a little bit of a transition. And if it's not too bad on your knees, make your way into a kneeling pose. So you're resting on the shins. If that's too much on the knees, grab that block and just set it right underneath the hips. So again, we can make the 108 sun sounds as powerful and dynamic as you want. But this practice for me, and hopefully for you, is to be comfortable, to go inward, to receive what we need to receive. So we're going to add a little bit of movement. We've done our 20. I'm bringing the bead over. On your inhale, just rest the hands lightly, soften the shoulders, away down the back. Face is soft, close down the eyes. Find the full deep breath in. And then we're going to take 20, coming up to a kneeling position, the same quarter sun salutations. So you don't need to look at the device. Just feel what you feel in your body and move with breath. We're here for 20 as you're ready. On the inhale, draw the belly in. Big breath in. Lift the hips, arms out to the side, arms reach up, hands to heart as the hips sink. Big breath, follow those arms out, up overhead. Draw them into the heart as you rest back down. That's 2. We're here for 20. You take it now. Breath, movement, expansion, space. Full breath. Each movement, make it big. And let it go. Let all that air go as you sink back down. Opening the front body, the back body, the quads, the hips. Preparing for our final flow. I'm on my last one. You take your time with breath. As you come back down in your time, hips to heels, hips to a block or a bolster. Take a forward bow over the thighs. Bring the arms beside the body. Allow the shoulders here to relax down. So find some space in the back of the heart, the shadow space, and breathe into your shadow space Maybe finding a little bit of a crack to let the light in to areas that maybe you don't want to share. And that's okay. Breathe in there, breathe out there. And know that you're in a very safe space, a supported space on your mat. One more full breath in. Expand the back ribs, find length in the tailbone through the spine to the crown of the head. Full breath. And then we're going to take our modified moving vinyasa. And again, I think you've done this with me. We'll move from child's to table to a modified up dog, back table to child's. You can take that option. You can take the down dog plank edition. We're going to move for 20. You take whatever flows in your body with your breath. Full breath in. Sweep the arms out to the sides, stretch fingertip to fingertip, and bring them towards the top of the mat. Crawl them forward, soften through the soft tissue under the arms. Let those shoulders fall. Again, this practice is a lot of shoulders. So take this moment to just feel into the shoulders. And then you'll know how to modify the practice as you need to modify it. Full breath. And on your inhale, bring yourself up to table. And on your exhale, shift it forward, hips down, heart up. Just enough of an arch there to wake up the spine. Come back to your table and send it back to your child's. On your own, inhaling up. Exhaling forward, movement, hips, spine, chest, and shoulders. Send it back, child's pose. So a salutation is a salute. It's not a certain asana. It's the meeting of the heart and the mind and the soul, saluting the sun and the day and the season. So don't get wrapped up in having to do an intense pose. Just flow with breath. Okay, we're going to take one more like that. And then you'll return to that active, extended child's pose. So maybe here the hips sink a little bit deeper, the finger pads reach a little bit further, the chest sinks a little bit deeper, and that third eye center joins Mother Earth. Take a breath. You can stay with that same movement with breath. If you want to add on the down dog and the plank, again, we move with breath. Take what you need, leave everything else as you're ready. Big breath in. Come up to your fours. Bring it forward. Lift the heart. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. You press those hips back and away. Flow the spine forward so shoulders come over the wrists. Strong strength. Plank. Press back into your dog. And lower the knees to your child's. We're going to take 10 on your own here, any way you want to do it. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm going to lead the full flow. You take what you want. So maybe you bypass all the formal poses and you just let that fluid breath bring you to whatever movement is called for in your body. Don't think about tabletop to up dog. Just come forward and lift the heart. Find space as you lift the hips and send them back behind you. Find strength as you inhale back into a plank pose. Send it back to your dog pose. Drop your knees to your child's pose. We have 5 more, your breath. I'm coming into my last one. You follow your breath and movement. And we'll all come collectively to meet back in extended child's. Fingertips forward, arms active. Take your time to get there. And when you do, rest the ribs on the thighs. Let the thighs feel the breath as it expands through the lungs. Reach the fingers forward. Press into the heels of the hands and lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling just to get a stretch, a little bit of a stretch into that wrist. Press the heels of the hands away so your chest drops, length through the arms. And make a fist with the fingers. Curl the knuckles in, bring the knuckles down to the mat, and get the stretch through the outer wrist. Big breath. Maybe drop the forearms, flare the fingers, get some movement now. We're going to be using those wrists, so let them warm up any way that feels good. And then we'll release that and we'll circle those hands back down towards the feet. Maybe you cup the heels. Maybe you just reach for the outer feet, completing a circle in the body from the heart out to one side and the other, all the way down the spine, connecting at the feet and the hands. Come back. I released in my flame what I needed to release to find space. I'm ready now. Fill my space with what I need to receive. Big breath in, shoulders round. If it's there for you, maybe you stack the palms on the spine. Let the weight of the elbows deepen the stretch through the shoulders. Again, releasing those shoulder blades, the shoulder tips. Let the weight of the arms bring space behind the heart. If your wrists are flexible, maybe you find prayer hands right behind the heart. Giving yourself a breath on this beautiful day, shared with worldwide kindred hearts. Take a full breath in. Let that breath go out the mouth now to everyone here. Sigh it out. Relax. And then we'll release the prayer or the hands behind the back if you have them. Plant the palms right underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under and press yourself up. And as you press the torso up, begin to press the hips up towards the sky and walk the hands in towards the feet. Knees can be bent as much as you need to, and maybe remove any props here. So just take a moment to find some length in the spine. Begin to lengthen the back of the calves and the hamstrings. Maybe sway. Again, any movement that feels good in your body. Belly is in. Breath is soft. And then nice and slow, press into your feet, bend your knees deeply, roll your way up to stand. Allow the arms to come out to the side, up overhead. Maybe the gaze follows as you find a little back bend. And draw your hands to your heart. Close down the eyes, soften your shoulders. We're going to step to the top of our mat and begin half sun salutations. And we're going to take them for 20. So again, remember, knees can be bent. If you can't forward fold all the way, just bring your hands to your thighs or your shins. Let your body move here. So walk to the top of your mat, hands to prayer, feel your feet. And as you're ready, take the inhale, arms out, arms reach up through heart center now. Third eye, lips, heart, belly, right through the chakras, we fold. Hinge from the hips. Half lift, heart shines forward, shoulders back. And then drop it down, bow to your mat, to your practice, to Mother Earth. Bend the knees, press to the feet, rise back up. Reach out and reach up. And then take it down again through heart center. This is number 2. Bow down, release the head, shoulders, and arms. Find that half lift, straight spine, crown of the head, tailbone, opposite directions, and release the breath and fold. Press into the feet, bend the knees. Let's rise up, let's reach out, let's gather it all in, above, and to the heart. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lifts, and exhale, falls. All the way up. And reach out and up, and hands to prayer. Pause here for a moment. That was 5. The next 15 on your own. Your breath, your movement might be slower or faster. Move through your moving meditation here 15 times. Inhale. And just keep it flowing. Exhale. I have 5 more. You take your time. And as you finish in your own time, there's no rush. We'll meet in our prayer Tadasana. Finger pads, palms, heel of the hand, press together, uniting one side of the body to the other. The thumbs press the prayer into the heart space. The shoulders soften. Take a full breath here and let it go. For our next 20, you can take anything we've done here. We're going to add on a plank and a dog. So remember, child's pose is always there for you, right? Don't let the ego, its breath and its movement and its feeling into this very special time. So as you're ready, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, maybe this time you swan dive forward, arms out to the side, hinge from the hips as you fold. Big breath in, spine goes long, crown of the head, tailbone stretch apart, and then we release down. We plant the hands, the right foot steps back, the left foot steps back. Plank pose here, press into the palms, heels back, chest forward, deep breath in. And on your exhale, take it up, hips up and back to your dog. Full breath. And as you let the breath go, bend into the knees, come onto the fingertips, look at those thumbs and just walk yourself to the top of the mat to a forward fold. A half lift and a fold. And then bring yourself all the way back up. Reach it out, reach it up. Gaze goes to that prayer, that intention. Bring it to the heart. Soften the shoulders. Building heat. Inhale, we reach up. Exhale, maybe swan dive again forward. As you're ready for the in-breath, belly in, spine long. Exhale, we fold forward, plant the hands, left foot back, right foot joins, plank pose, set it up, strong strength, press into the hands. Then send the hips back, downward facing dog. Big breath in, come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look at those thumbs, step, jump, or hop, your choice. Top of the mat, we find that fold and that lift and that fold. And then we bend into the knees and we press and get the energy out of the earth as we rise up, just like those flowers that we planted in the spring. Find the stretch, hands to heart. Take a moment, deep breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Half lift and fold. Hands plant, right foot back, left foot back, plank pose. Lift the hips, dog pose, stretch it out. Back of the legs to the arms. Look forward, come up on the toes, bend the knees, step, jump, or hop, forward fold, top of the mat. Half lift and fold. Then rise up, arms out, arms overhead. Gaze, maybe the back bend, and bring the hands to the heart space. All right, inhale. Your choice now, any way just to move. Exhale, hinge and fold. Half lift and fold. Plant the hands, left leg back, right leg back, plank pose. Press up, dog pose. Press into those palms. Look towards the thumbs, bend the knees on the toes, walk, step, or hop, top of the mat, forward fold, half lift, and fold. Then bring it all up. Gather it on the sides, up above to the prayer, maybe the back bend as we bring it into the heart. That's 5. Can you give me 5 more on your own? Inhaling, I'll start us, and exhaling, you take it. Don't lose your breath. If you lose your breath, take it down to a child's pose. Gather it all back in, and then just resume. No hurries, no worries, no rush. The beauty of this pose and 108 sun cells is that you can do 20 in the morning and 20 after lunch, and then finish up anytime during the day. It doesn't have to all gather at once. I have 2 more just for the count. That's my breath and my movement. Yours might be totally different. So just continue with your flow. Finish pretty with the breath, with the prayer into the heart. Shoulders soften, face softens, eyes closed. Feel into the feet. Feel into the heels and the balls of the feet. Feel into the blade edge and the inner arch. Send the shoulder tips up to the ears and squeeze them down the back. 3 breaths here. We're going to take 5 rounds of a sun with a half lunge. So you take what you need. This is it. And then we start to bring it back down. Almost there, my friends. Deep breath in, gather what you need, bellies in. Let the go breath out the mouth. Here we go. Inhale, reach up to the skies. Exhale, your choice. Swan dive or heart, hand center, forward fold. Half lift and fold. Plant the hands, block or your mat. Right foot steps back, drop the knee, lift the hands up. Anjane Asana, offer the heart. Exhale, circle the hands down and around. Frame the front foot, step it up to your fold. To your half lift to shine the heart. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. Plant the hands, block or mat. Left leg steps back and drop the knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Anjane Asana. Maybe the back bend as you extend to the heavens. Circle the hands down. Frame the foot. Lift the back knee. Step it forward to your fold. To your half lift. To your fold. Press through your feet, bend your knees, bring it all up, arms out, arms up. Maybe the back bend, hence the heart. So that's your flow. Right knee, left knee, inhale, reach. Exhale, release everything as you forward fold. Half lift and fold. Plant the hands, left leg back, drop the knee. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Circle them around. Frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Powerful. Step it forward to your fold. Half lift and fold. Press into the feet, bend the knees. Let's bring it out and up. Reach it all in to the heart. 3 more on your own. As you switch sides, we just come up to that half lift and then we step back and drop the knee and rise up, body up to this heaven, circle it around. As you finish both sides, you lift that knee and step it forward to your fold, to your half lift, to your fold, and bring it up. 3 more, hands to heart. Again, inhale, extend, find that fold that works for you. Lift the chest forward, tailbone back. Let it go. Plant the hands. Right foot steps back, drop the knee, arms lift, bring it up. Circle it around, frame the foot. Back knee lifts, step it forward. Take a half lift and a fold. Left side, left leg back, drop the knee. Lift the heart, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Circle it around. Plant the hands, lift the back knee, step it up. Forward fold. Half lift and fold. Then use the energy in the feet, bend the knees, draw the body up, the arms out to the side, overhead, hands to heart. Give me 2 more, nice and strong here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, all the air out as you tuck the belly in and fold. Half lift and fold. Right leg back, drop the knee. Here you go, lift the arms. You know where you're going. Feel it here, circle around. Lift the back knee, come forward. Find the breath as you lift. Drop the hands, back knee, lift and lift. And circle. Pull it forward, half lift, fold. Bring it all the way up. I think we have 1 more each side, so take hands through, prayer, heart center. Fold forward, half lift, and refold. Plant the hands, send that right foot back, drop the right knee, lift through the side body here, all the way up. Reach like you could ignite those fingers up there, right? Big breath. Circle it around, frame the foot, lift the back knee, step up to your fold. Find your half lift, find your fold. Left side, left foot back, drop the knee, arms up, reach, maybe the back bend, circle around, frame the front foot, tuck the back toes and lift the knees. This time, my friends, we're going to send the right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Take 3 full breaths in your dog. Press those hands away like you could press them into the mat and forward. Let that bring the chest towards the thighs. Get some weight out of the wrist. Maybe walk out the heels. You don't have to touch. Just begin to bring some length into the back of the legs. Of course, the belly's in and tucked for the spine. The shoulders, we just kind of roll them down. I used to say, roll the triceps. The cue that I learned was see if you could bring the underarms to face each other and know what that does to the shoulders. So press out the feet. Use your breath. We're bringing it down. You're almost done. Celebrating this day with millions around the globe. Couple more presses, heel to heel, press through the palms. Nice and easy here. Release the knees to the mat. Shift the body forward like a knee plank here. So shoulders come back over the wrist, knees are down, right? Good. Lift up the feet. Can you see me? Probably not. Just, you're in a knee plank. So we just pick up the feet. Just take a couple twirls through the ankles, point the toes, flare the toes, flex the heels. Belly's in, we have a nice straight spine. Take a couple more. And with those palms firmly planted, and draw the elbows in so the eyes of the elbows either face each other or forward. The wrists are parallel with the top of the mat. The belly draws in nice and strong. We're coming down halfway. Inhale and exhale. Bring it down. Press into the palms. Bring it back. 3 more. We didn't do any chaturangas. We didn't do any cobras. So just 5 of these, halfway. And as you press back up, drop the balls of the feet back down to the mat. Big toes together. Send the knees wide this time, child's pose. Sink the hips, lots of space for the torso to come between the legs. I like to stack my palms, send my elbows as wide as I can and as forward as I can. So I begin to feel the triceps relax and the soft tissue, the lymphs under the arms, the chest. And lastly, I come back to the breath. Start to bring the breath down. And you know, even if you're out of breath, what a good thing, because you can feel that life pulse in you. So begin to inhale through the nose, exhale slowly. See if you can even it out. Notice what comes up. And you know what? Welcome it, whatever it is. I hate this, or I'm never going to do this again, or what. No, just notice, enjoy it, embrace it, let it go. Full breath. 2 more. Big breath. Let the shoulders sink down. Release what you have to release so you make space for what you need to receive. One more breath. And then nice and slow, we'll bring those palms again back underneath the shoulders to press the body up, to bring the knees together, to come back to the all fours, just to kind of rinse out the spine, just a couple cat-cows. So do it mindfully, press into those palms, round through the shoulders, bellies in. And when you're ready for the in-breath, let the belly fall, the tailbone rise, the heart rise. And then draw it in, tailbone, low back, mid back, round through the shoulders as you tuck the chin. 2 more. And back to a neutral table. Take a breath. And then we're just going to walk the knees forward, finding a seat, cross-legged or legs out in front of you. If you joined me in releasing to the flame the mantra of whatever you wanted to release, if your paper's there and you see what you want to bring in, take that piece of paper, give it a little kiss, place it in the flame. On the River Ganges, they sell the puja bowls, where you put your intention, your wish into the bowl with a light flame with flower petals around, and you set it in the river to let it sail out. So feel that. Feel what you want into a flame. Release it into the water. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment, soften the shoulders, tall spine. Big breath in. We'll finish with 20 quarter sun sounds. When you're ready, feel the sit bones connect to the earth. And this time, with your hands at prayer, send the prayer straight to the heavens, up. Big breath in, and as you exhale, draw the hands down and back into the heart. And pause. We're going to take 20, so on your own, whatever you want to bring in, send the request up, open up to what there is, and then draw it all back in. And that's 2. I have 2 more. You take whatever you need. As you finish, just rest the hands lightly on the thighs. Again, gather length through the spine, gather the belly in, shoulder tips back, face nice and soft. Close down the eyes. Just feel into yourself. Feel into this new season. Feel into the longest day of the year. And as you rest with breath, can you feel into the millions of hearts that gather with you today? International Day of Yoga. Bring peace to ourselves first. Take that peace to the family, to the community, to the nation, and to the world. Draw your hands to prayer. We'll close just as we started. I apologize, I sent my book away. You're right where you need to be on your path, guided in just the right place for you today. Many times on my journey, I stopped short, convinced I would never find the place I was trying to find, only to discover it was right in front of me all the time. I had gone there instinctively, gone right where I needed to go, right where I was heading. There is a part of us that knows where we need to be and understands what we really want to go. There's a place of us that has a map, even if our eyes and our conscious minds can't see it, can't figure it out, or aren't certain it's there. If you're spinning in circles and feeling lost and confused, trying to figure out where you need to be and not at all certain where you're going, please stop. Breathe deeply. Look around. You're right where you need to be. Maybe you've been there all along. Take a moment in gratitude for the inner wisdom that brought you to your mat this morning. I thank you for practicing with me and with each other and with all our brothers and sisters around the world. Enjoy this next season of summer. Namaste. Thank you.